Hi, Mom. Yeah, no, can you pick up Chris after school? Yeah, I'm at the doctor's.
Mrs. Harris?
Describe your symptoms.
Hang on. Stress, headaches, nausea. Yeah, well, I work on Saturdays.
And how long has this been?
Equanimity. Balance your lifestyle.
Well, good day. Who do I have in the studio?
This is Andy Behrens. Really nice to
Boy,
be here.
Andy,
Thank
I'd
you.
like to welcome you back, too. I think you've been here before to the Elder BB Show, broadcasting live from Dallas, Texas on a global platform.
Oh, thank you so
Let's
much.
talk sports. I'm not a sports girl, but I love sports, so let's talk sports.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, tell me about this fantasy. You're the one. You don't know this. You told me about this fantasy football last year, so I know it must be back.
Yeah, fantasy football is coming back. I think everybody's probably got their own local hometown fantasy league, right? Yahoo Sports is also introducing a daily fantasy product. We're really excited about it. So this is basically the same thing as your season-long fantasy league, but for NFL, you can compress it all into 1 week. You're only interested in that week's games. For Major League Baseball, the games that are going on right now, this is like drafting and rostering a fantasy team just for today. You care only about this week's matchups in football or today's matchups in baseball. Basically gives you the same thrill of creating a fantasy lineup, but you get to do it day after day after day.
Okay, I'm shocked because I thought it was for football only. I'm so serious.
Oh, no, we're doing the 4 major sports, so we've got baseball leagues forming right now. Football is really about to get into full swing because we have training camps starting, obviously. And this is kind of the time of year, right, where maybe you're not in it anymore in your baseball league. You're in that bottom half in the fantasy standings. You start looking ahead to football, trying to earn it back. So this is really where football cranks up, both for season-long fantasy leagues and for the daily game.
Okay, so people are getting ready, so they want to make, because I heard, for me, that the Dallas Cowboys, they start training camp in 1 week. Are they starting to put their fantasy teams together because of that?
Oh, boy, the Dallas Cowboys are such a fun, they're just like a fantasy buffet, right? So full of great players. That offensive line just makes such a huge difference. We're all interested in knowing who who's going to be the featured tailback this year. Is it going to be McFadden? Is it going to be Randall? Whoever that guy is going to be in for a monster season. My money right now is on Joseph Randall. Des Bryant is such a joy to watch and joy to own in fantasy, right? He's double-digit touchdowns every year, and of course Romo, great as well. So, man, the Cowboys, again, just a fantasy juggernaut.
I believe that. You know that they were voted, and I'm not just a Cowboys fan, but they were voted the second most popular, the second most valuable team by Forbes magazine.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that goes back to when I was little and just becoming aware of pro sports generally. Those were the Roger Staubach days, and there's just never been a time where being the Dallas Cowboys quarterback hasn't really meant something.
Okay, so I could put together my fantasy football team based on the Texas Rangers and the Dallas Cowboys, because that's all I really know.
Yeah, you can dive in and you can set a baseball lineup today. This is a good time to own Rangers, too, because they're in Coors Field. It's going to be an offensive explosion there. You want to start Prince Fielder tonight. You want to start Elvis Andrus tonight. You want to get all your Rangers going, except the pitchers, right? Because they're just in an environment that is so friendly to run scoring.
Okay, sounds good. So I got a little bit of inside information. What else do I need to know? So as I go in to put my team together, what can Yahoo help me with?
Yeah, I would just urge people to download the Yahoo Fantasy app. You can toggle back and forth between your season-long fantasy leagues and your daily lineups. You've got all of our great research tools there. You can go to yahoosports.com, go to the daily fantasy links, sign up for a league there. Just try it out. Try a free game. Try a couple of free games. Get used to setting lineups, and then dive into a contest.
Well, my producer is so grateful that you made me interested in fantasy football. He is. He says, okay, you're getting a lesson today. And I do feel like I've got a lesson, and I hope my audience feels the same way. You're great. Yahoo Fantasy Football is great. I'm just saying, for novice people like me, it's a great way to learn a sport. So thank you for coming on the Valder Beebe Show, and please come back.
Oh, thank you for having me anytime.
It's my joy.